Yeah, that looks like about it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Digiburst. Today I'm so excited to show off a BT6 match. I'm playing Azulongmon OTK mixed with a little bit of Hexeblaumon because it's really good for a stun aspect but more focused towards the OTK orientation. My opponent is playing Gabumon Bond mixed with Hybrid, which is a really cool, interesting deck. Definitely a top tier contender. I ended up passing the turn, giving him 3 memory because I didn't have a champion to evolve into, and I could have played a rookie, which was the Blue Calmon, but giving him 4 memory just didn't feel ideal to me. But I did draw into a champion there, which lets me evolve over my rookie in my nursery, and I'm setting up for a Mega that I'm going to go into next turn. Now here my opponent got the rookie rush going on, swinging with 3 here. The Vmon has, of course, jamming, which will live this hit here. But it gives me a Sora Joe anyway, which makes him decide he wants to swing in with Gabumon, because of course Gabumon doesn't have the source, and he doesn't want me to potentially have more memory from the Sora and Joe. Especially when he gives me 3 with the Davis, and now he's got the Gabumon Bond in his hand ready to go. I would have went to 5 if that Gabumon lived or if he hadn't attacked with it. But now I can go into a Hammer Spark and then into the Azulongmon for 4 cost, gaining 1 memory back with the effect of the Azulongmon. Would have been really nice if that Gabumon lived because I would have been able to hit for a lot more. A small cheat here I had. I should have attacked first to get the 2 hits off. Because I am getting the extra security attack because the Vmon is there, and then hit the Vmon after when restanding. I did fear the Vmon plus Hammer Spark evolving over Davis plus an X Vmon might have beaten out the rest of my security. That's why I ended up killing the Vmon first. The better way I could have done it was because I had the Rattle Start in my hand. I could have swung the Azulongmon twice into security with security attack +2, taking out 4 of his security, and then Rattle Starred the Vmon. I think that would have been a better play. Even if I did give him a lot of memory, it would have set me up for a game next turn, especially when I think I have the Locomons in my hand right there. The Lobomon, sorry. Anyway, he's stunned by Azulongmon, which means I couldn't push for any more security attack, and I hard played a ultimate because I wanted to get into my next Mega as soon as possible, and I didn't think I had a champion to go into my nursery there at the moment. So I do have the Mega in my hand ready to go, but the rookie rush orientation from my opponent here is pretty scary, especially when he has a lot of memory regain with the memory boosters here. He's going to shoot himself up to 4. Plenty to work with, especially with that Gabumon. He can go into the Bond here and trash 2 of his security. That Bond, such a scary card. When it attacks, it can tuck away my ultimate back into my deck and then restand when it swings again. So this way he can get rid of the last of my security and take out a guy from my board. And if he can establish a blocker, he might be pretty safe. Because now that he's taking out the last of my security, he can put out a blocker and then stop me from pushing for game next turn. But unfortunately, he doesn't have it. So right now he's just hoping that he's got something really wicked in his security. Anyway, the Gabumon Bond gets trashed at the end because of the effect to warp up, and unfortunately nothing too scary in the security, and I'll take that game 1. Game 2, Bond will go first, get that evolution into the Gabumon setup, and he gets the mat out on the field. He's ready to go straight into the Bond next turn, and he'll get the extra draw as well as the extra memory when he pushes out that Gabumon. I get a pretty clean line to an ultimate here. but I want to, I was afraid of the Rookie Rush standard again, because the last time he did do a really heavy Rookie Rush, which is why I prepped down a Takumi. So hopefully that will deter him from Rookie Rushing, or I'll get some advantage off it anyway. And that's why I also go into a blocker into my nursery there. But right now he's just setting up, trying to dig into his bond, and which he'll see right there. I think he's going to fetch that, so it's ready to go next turn. But either way, it's good to see all those option cards going straight to the bottom of the deck. It's better that they're there instead of rounding up in their security, so I don't run into them. So I can push up. I want to see a Mega because I don't have a Mega in my hand. I can hard play a Rookie here because I want to keep my my blocker on the board so he doesn't go into that Rookie Rush again. I do find my ultimate, but of course I don't want to just end with it on the board and not get the attack off, so I just leave into an ultimate. Sorry, I found my Mega, so I just stay on an ultimate there, which might have been really devastating because he goes into the bond, trashes to a security. When he swings here, he'll tuck my blocker back to the bottom of the deck, restand, hit a security, and then when he swings again, he'll wipe out another one of my board. Just absolutely vicious, clearing my board. This deck, it's a real threat, absolutely real threat. And 14k, bigger than my Hexeblaumon and my security. And he sets up another mat as well, so when he pushes out his Gabumon next turn, he'll gain 2 memory and get the draw 2. And of course the bond dies this turn as well, but he might just have another bond ready to go next turn. So I still have the Hexeblaumon in my hand, that's why I'm forced to play up a ultimate again, because I need to get into Hexeblaumon. Sorry, I need to get into the Azulongmon as fast as possible, otherwise I'm definitely not going to be in this game. Now, this is the hybrid side, straight into the Ancient Gabumon and the Lobomon. This is going to be a lot of hits again. When he hits with the Lobomon, it will live, because it went into something weak. When the Ancient Gabumon swings, it will restand everything that's hybrid. It'll get me the Sora and Joe, but this is game here when he swings again. It's vicious, absolutely savage. And that makes game 3. I'll start here. So I'm playing a Wanyamon instead of the usual Upamons, 4 Wanyamons to Upamons, because I want to get out my Azulongmon as big as possible, so when it swings with lots of security attacks, it'll definitely live for all those security attacks, and then maybe I can restand it for an Omnimon, or I might restand it because it has a Majuramon as a source. So now he's got set up with a 3 memory every turn. That setup is just so good for his deck, because 3 memory is exactly what he needs in order to get the bond out from his hand and hitting for so many and clearing the board, which is exactly what he do set up here. He's got a Gabumon and a mat, making the mat cheaper to play because the Gabumon has the effect of gaining memory when you play a mat. Interesting thing that it's any tamer with mat in its name, so maybe in the future we'll see that Gabumon splashed with the white tie mat, or with Omnimon giving Omnimon security attack +1, as well as +2 memory when your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon. That will be really cool in the future. But I do have an ultimate ready to pump up in my nursery. I predict he's going to go to the bond, which is why I have the ultimate in my nursery instead of on the field, because that bond would have just tucked away my ultimate, like it's doing here, tucking away my blocker. So it smacks and restands, hits my security, and it's going to be doing this a lot. it'll tuck away my last guy on the board, clearing my board. It's so good. Yeah. And then it'll restand for the second time and smack for the third piece of security, giving me a Sora Joe. Unfortunately, that Sora Joe won't be giving me any more extra memory because there's nothing on the board with no sources. And the Vmon, of course, has jamming. So now he'll just evolve over a mat here. Because he has no Gabumons to evolve over for more bonds, so he doesn't see that as a use anymore. I unfortunately don't have the Azulongmon, but I do have the Hexeblaumon. So I got a Hexeblau plus a Lobomon in my hand, so, as well as a blocker. So the idea is to smack for 2 security, make them lose their sources, and then I can hard play a blocker to save me from being killed next turn. Unfortunately, the Hammer Spark comes right out of security, passes my turn. I will hit out the last of the security, and I do, of course, I have jamming with the Hexeblaumon, so it will live. And ooh, he has a good shot at game here when he evolves over for the Lobomon. And he's just playing it safe, going to the Ancient Gabumon. When it swings, it can attack over the Hexeblaumon and then restand to swing at the security. Or maybe this was the only way he had it because he had no evolutions for the champion he has. But I reveal my own Hammer Spark. Karma is what it is. Passes to my turn. I'm on 4 memory because the champion he's got there doesn't have a source, as well as the Lobomon that he plays off the Ancient Gabumon dying on the turn is played too. So I can just evolve into a rookie, draw, and there's a cheeky second Lobomon that I had in my hand anyway, or that I drew for the evolution. A little bit of sass from that one there, but it is what it is. I already had the Lobomon in my hand. Really solid game. Those Hammer Sparks can definitely come in clutch. And these are the decks that you will be seeing in BT6. Absolute monsters compared to what we see in BT5. If you want to check out the deck list for the Azulongmon OTK deck that I've got, you can see it on the channel right now. It's already out. I'll have it linked right there. Catch you next time, guys.